If you correspond with Ralf on television, video, or telephone, audio, or you chat, text, or email him, you're giving him permission to duplicate it, rebroadcast it on any of the Take Your Life Back Today show broadcasts.
Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides to life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I'm going to share something with you and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. You tried lifting the lid, but the enormous weight upon the lid prevents you from opening the lid. You then try banging on the lid, hopefully to unsettle the dirt. Maybe somebody might notice and start digging their way down towards you. This is what it's like to feel at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn. In reality, there are people standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, ever cross your mind while you're abusing drugs and alcohol that you might overdose and take something that was preciously given to you by the Lord Jesus, called life? And if you don't care about that, what about taking that life away from the people that love and count on you most? Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, even your grandchildren. With that, let me leave one last thought. Don't be like the person that I just spoke about that waited and waited and waited to get help until it was too late. Instead, pick up the phone and call me at 844-405-HELP, and together you and I will help you take your life back, for your life is gone. How to stand firm in a runaway world. Are you buying one self-help book after another without really becoming happy? Do you fall for the mindless 1 month and positive psychology to the next one? Are you constantly seeking self-improvement through therapy or life coaching? If so, you are likely addicted to personal development and need anti-self-help. The following 7-step guide can help you stand firm and resist the self-improvement craze of our times. Number 1 is to cut out the navel gazing. The more you gaze lovingly at your navel, the worse you will feel. Doctors call it health paradox. The more help patients receive, the more the self-diagnosis, the worse they feel. Most self-help gurus will urge you to base decisions on your gut feelings. Don't. It's not a good idea. Number 2 is focus on the negative in your life. We have been told to be positive for decades, but it doesn't help. It's often better to be sourpuss than happy and clappy type. Now keep in mind, this is not my recommendation, because I do believe that everyone should be positive, but they're saying to stand firm, you have to concentrate on the negativity. There are often plenty of good reasons for the grumpiness too. Everybody grows old, falls ill, and at the end, they all die. If you spend time thinking about your mortality every day, you'll appreciate life even more. Number 3 is put on your no hat, saying, I don't want to do that. Convey strength and integrity. Only robots always say yes. For example, if you're at a performance and development review and your line manager wants you to take a personal development course, just decline politely. Tell him you prefer to introduce a cake day at work instead. Number 4, suppress your feelings. If you're always bubbly and positive, other people may suspect that your constant enthusiasm is a bit false. And if you're incapable of putting a lid on your anger, they'll treat you like an unruly child. Adults should choose dignity over authenticity. Again, I do believe in positivity over negativity. This particular segment is saying the opposite, but those aren't my views. Those are the views I'm just transferring from a article to your living room. Number 5 is sack your coach. And again, I don't believe in this either, because you do need, if you have issues in life coaching, addiction recovery. Coaching and therapy have become development tools that people use as a crutch. Not so, I believe, but this is the article. A coach is supposed to help you find the answers within yourself and realize your full potential, but this is so wide of a mark. Consider sacking your coach and making friends with him or her instead. Perhaps buy the coach a ticket to the museum and ask what lessons life has to offer if you direct your gaze outward instead of inward. Number 6 is read a novel, not a self-help book, but a novel. Self-help books always top the bestsellers list, but often reinforce the idea that life is something we control. Ultimately, they leave you despondent at your failure to realize that their myriad promises of happiness, wealth, and health. Novels, on the other hand, enable you to understand human life as complex and as unmanageable. Again, these are the views of the article that I'm just putting from this video into your living room, not my views at all. Number 7 is dwell on the past. I always say don't dwell on the past. Look to the present and the future. This article is saying dwell on the past. If you think things are bad now, just remember that they can always get worse, and probably will. The past, on the other hand, has a tendency to become lighter and brighter the further it fades into the distance. When someone presents plans for innovation and visions for the future, tell them that everything was better in the good old days. Explain to them that the idea of constant progress is only a few 100 years old and, in fact, destructive. Practice repeating yourself. Look for role models who have put down some roots in their life. Insist on the right to stand still, and try to read future posts, possibly even in this article. This article came from a blog that I found on Sober Nation, and you can also get more help by looking into it. But again, keep in mind that not everything that I put on the show is things that I agree. I would compare myself pretty much to, let's say, Fox News, that they cover the news on both aisles, on both sides of the aisles. Both different opinions, not like maybe, let's say, CNN, which is only for one side. I bring whatever I read article-wise to your living room. You be the judge on how to either take that article to mind or adhere to it or disregard it. The views of this particular article are totally different than my own views, but it's still my job to bring them into your living room. So, again, keep in mind, whatever I just read off the teleprompter was written by someone else, and those are not my views. And I hope you have a great day, and may God bless you.
Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. I have a ready few, will ask you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. No prayer too small.